guys, welcome back to the Yobi1 channel. Today we're going to be doing something I haven't done before. You guys remember when I was like absolutely struggling with trying to put strip lashes on? That was like, you know, the most difficult thing for me to learn how to do in my eyelash routine. Well, today we're going to take it a step further and I'm going to attempt to do individual cluster lashes. And so I got the B&Q lash extension clusters, and they come in 16, 14, 12, 10, and 8 lengths. And so I got these off of Amazon. I was watching some videos and I was like, can I do this? I mean, it looked pretty simple when they was putting them on, so I'm gonna see. So I have this, and I also got the Cala, I don't know how to pronounce this, but this right here, bond and lock, in order to bond them to my eyelashes. And so let's see. And this is like my very first time ever trying to do this, and so if there are any suggestions on people who have already, you know, did this, or like you're an absolute pro at doing this, then please put them down below. So one end is the bond, and then this is the lock. So the procedure to do it is to apply a thin layer of the bond under the natural eyelashes, put the cluster gently underneath your natural lashes, and use the lock for enforcement. Okay, and so you know what, let me get a spoolie for these lashes. So here's a close-up of what they look like. So these are the 16 on up to the 8s. Okay, I have my my spoolie, but I wanted to show you what it looks like. Close-up of what the lash looks like, and I'm trying to get it to where you can see it. So these have a curl to it, and I think I'm going to just start with the longest at the end of my eye, and then just build them up shorter as I come into the inner corner of my eye. So let's get started. All right, make sure I put them on. So it should go under like this. So it's gonna go under the eye. So the bond goes first, and it says you put it, apply a little easy apply by brush natural through natural lash. And I want to make sure I'm getting this right because I don't want to miss anything. Under the natural eyelash. So so it's like a little spoolie that you put it on under here with. So let's see. All right. So, I'm dropping stuff. So I put that under there, and then I'm gonna come back with the lash. I don't know what the timing is on this. I come in with the lash, and I'm going to place it underneath. That was it. That was pretty simple. Okay, I'm just kind of pushing it. Oh, I lifted it up. Okay, maybe I shouldn't play with it so much. And then after that, it says use the lock for reinforcement. So now I'm going to go in with the lock. Okay, that's the reinforcement. Okay, so now I'm about to put the 14 right next to the 16.
So I'm just gonna use my lid as kind of leverage to kind of push it down to make sure it's on there good.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm doing this right or not, so I don't know if it's gonna come out horrible
or come out cute. It'd be nice if it came out cute.
It looks okay so far, huh? I think so anyway. All right, so we're moving on to the 12. I just want to show you how much shorter they are than the 16. I guess you can see that. I don't know. It's not focusing in on it good enough. But this is the 12, and I've been going back and forth doing
one eye and then going to the next, and just going a size down every time I move. I'm trying not to have any gaps, so because I don't want it to have that gappy looking unprofessional look, even though I am not a professional with this. I don't want them to look like that. And for some reason, this eye seems to be easier to do than the other one. And just as I say that, I start messing up. I don't want to get too far on the inside of my eye.
Get some of that glue off, because when that glue starts to get tacky on my and I know I need to get some eyelash, because these are just like regular,
some of the kind that have the thinner tip. I think they'd be easier to work with.
But first I had to see if I was going to actually be able to do this before I start buying other equipment. All right, y'all, so I ran into a problem with these tins. They are completely falling apart. So I don't know what this is, but like when I try to lift them up, it's like I've been doing, you see how this one, wait, let me see. Like this one right here, like it broke, like half of it broke apart. And so I've been trying to lift it up. I'm gonna try to see if I can get the camera back right, because it's hard to hold the camera and do this. Let me get to one. Can you see this? So this one right here. So I've been trying to lift it up, and it'll completely just break. Oh, see how it just, and I've been doing the exact same way the whole time. So I don't know what's going on with these tins, if that's a bad batch of tins, but all the rest of them have been great. And when I got to these, horrible. Y'all, so these tins are absolute mess. So I guess I'm just gonna take like the small clusters that are breaking off and just put them in there, put them on there smaller. But that's weird, because like I said, all the rest
have been going on perfectly fine, or coming off perfectly fine, and then when I got to this one, it wants to start acting up. Come on, y'all, we done got too far. We ought to start cutting up now.
Now that's a smaller cluster.
I just pulled it off. Y'all see that? I just pulled it off. But I did hear one of the girls say that, see, let me take this off.
Maybe I should just go down to the 8s. But I really wanted these to, I wanted to add one of each to
as I came into the inner corner. So let me try this cluster of 10s before I give up.
See how they starting to spread?
I want them to just dry right off my eyes.
Oh, Lord.
All right, so now I'm about to add the 8s, which is the last cluster size, or the smallest cluster size that I have. Trying to get down to the base a little bit more to make sure that it stays. But these are, as I went, like the longer ones were not as fragile, but as I went down to the smaller sizes, they became extremely fragile.
Whew. Put the lock on it.
I need to add another cluster.
Okay, so this is the result of them. I really do like them because I like that they are like almost like as if I have natural thick lashes, and so it's not too extreme. I think I did a pretty good job at putting them on, and so I'm gonna do a side by side of what it looks like without them and then with them. They do have some more extreme. I use the B&Q from Amazon. I don't think I would get this brand again. I think I'm gonna do a little bit more research to see what brands are a little bit more have a little bit more quality to them. But like I said, when I was doing the outside corners on up until I got to the 10s, I mean, no, yeah, the 10s is when they start kind of like being very, very fragile when I was trying to lift them. And so you can see like a lot of the broken pieces that that I destroyed trying to get these inner corners in. And so for the 10s and the 8s, I had to use like pieces of the lash and not the entire strip to put them on. And so I will be looking for more better quality of the lash. But the Bond and Lock, the Calais, and I don't know if I'm spelling that right, but I will link it down at the bottom, and I will put the name of it right here so you guys can see. So far this is doing really good. And I didn't tell you guys this, but this is it is long wear and it's waterproof. So hopefully like when I'm in the shower, that they don't just start sliding off, since they do give that claim. Now how many days they will last, I'm not sure, because this is my first time doing like the individual cluster lashes. But I do like the way they turned out, and I'll come back and show you guys what it looks like when I put on a full face. So okay, so this is what it's looking like with some makeup on, not like a full glam face, but okay, yeah, that's a little bit better. So I like it. I like the subtleness of it. I like that it's not so bold. It's perfect for like everyday eyelashes that don't look just like crazy, like you're trying to dress up for a prom or something like that. So let me know what you guys think. I don't know how much you guys can see when I close my eyes on it, but I was trying to get a close up of what it looks like. Oh yeah, and the hardest thing about doing makeup was like putting on the eyeliner, because I'm so used to putting it on without eyelashes that when I put it on with the eyelashes, it was a little not difficult, but just a little bit more complicated than it normally would be. But thanks for rocking.